चूँकि अशर मुहर्रम की आखिरी मजलिस है, उस हवाले से कुछ ऐलानात, कुछ मैसेजेस आप तक पहुँचाने थे। मैं दरख्वास्त करूँगा इमामी कम्युनिटी एसोसिएशन के चेयरमैन ब्रदर अलीम नकवी से तशरीफ लाएँ और आपके साथ कुछ मैसेजेस शेयर करें। पर मोहम्मद वाले बैत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु
अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद।
Respected scholars, brothers, sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, I don't want to take up too much of your time today, but I think there's some important messages and information I'd like to share with you. The very first thing is that I'd like to thank Maulana Sayyid Ghazmi for coming to Peterborough and delivering his madrasas to us during this Ashra of Muharram. I can only speak for myself, but I know that Maulana Sahib, we've taken so much from your information, from your knowledge, and particularly from the love that you've given us. And I think that's something that we all felt, and sometimes that makes the biggest amount of difference. You know, so we pray that Allah gives you tawfiq to be able to continue doing the mission of Imam Hussain, to be able to deliver the majlis of Imam Hussain for as long as you for as long as you're alive, inshallah. And keeps in your du'as as well wherever you go, because you will be in our hearts as well, inshallah. So thank you, Maulana Sahib, so much for everything. There's one person that's not here, but I think we deserve a big thank you to him as well, and that's Sayyid Musavi. Sayyid Musavi came, I don't know if you're aware, he came all the way from Ireland. Particularly, he chose Peterborough to come and to do his zakri for us. We are honoured to have such an accomplished zakir come and share his love for Ali Muhammad with us, and I know it made a big difference this year as it did last year as well. So inshallah, we pray for his tawfiq as well. Yeah, inshallah. There's such a long list of thank yous and acknowledgements during this time of these 10 days, and the list is exhaustive, so I can't really go through everything. But on behalf of ICAP, on behalf of the Imamia Community Association, I'd just like to say thank you to, first of all, every one of you here for taking part in the majlises, because without you, these majlises would not have worked. For your love, for your contribution, for your assistance and for your support. Particularly for those people that took an active part, and I know you've all taken an active part, so it feels a little bit odd singling people out, because you're all part of this community. But from my side, I'd like to thank all the kitchen volunteers that helped out. Fezon being a key one, and I'm trying not to mention the committee name members, but there's Asad Bachani, who also helped out quite a lot there in the kitchen as well, and many others as well. The people that helped to serve the niyaz whilst we were here, and I've got a small little list. One was Adar was always helping out serving niyaz, and particularly I want to thank the small little children, because this year I noticed they were being so much more involved. You know, and it's such a beautiful thing to see, because this community is for the children, because those children will grow up, inshallah, and they will be the standard bearers of this community. So there was, and again, please forgive me if I missed anyone out. Okay, I don't know all of your names, I know you're on my face, but so we've got Atar On and Ali Ajaz. I've got little Mazahir. Little Mazahir is little Shazad's little boy, and I saw him running up and down, serving and everything like that, so mashallah, thank you so much for contributing. There is Ali Askar, there's Ol Muhammad, there's Ali Ajaz as well. So, and I know there's so many more of you as well, but they're just the little ones that I like to say thank you to. And again, inshallah, Allah will give you tawfiq to it. Oh, of course, yeah, tawfiq. There is the parking volunteers as well. So there is Ali Raza and Uncle Abdullah, who have been here for the full 10 days, in the cold and in the warmth, helping, serving, and as Maulana Sahib said in one of his majlises, as they're serving us, you know, they're getting the compound sawab of what we're doing whilst we're in here. So inshallah, we'll increase their sawab as well, because they've been very, very helpful. And also Maulana Abdullah's son as well, I think his name is Muhammad Abdullah as well, who's been helping out as well. So really, really good work. There's also, I'd like to thank Zainawan, who's been such a big asset in creating the taboot that we had, which was so powerful during the last few days of Muharram. So thank you, Zain. And also there was Gomail helped out as well, Suhail, Jivraj as well. So there's too many people to mention, but they're just the ones that I was able to remember whilst I was coming back on the train from work. Lastly, but not lastly, before I move on to thank the ladies, I'd like to thank Uncle Ghulam Shabir as well. Okay, because Uncle Ghulam Shabir has always been a very strong supporter and a helper, and through his support, inshallah, you've been, we pray that you get the Tawfiq to help us more, inshallah. So thank you, Uncle. Again, I can't leave without saying thank you to the ladies. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the names on this site at this moment in time, but I know that they've all been helping out and assisting. And again, we can't do this without your help and support. So thank you all on behalf of ICAP, and we pray that you can continue to work for the betterment of this community, inshallah. Just a couple of thoughts whilst I was coming back. I think that ICAP in general, one of the foundation blocks of ICAP is Azadari, and it's kind of like built on the foundation of Azadari, the Azadari of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And it's through the Azadari that communities are built, and I think we've really seen it this Muharram. The Azadari of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, it's like a magnet, and when you see so many people coming, especially in the last few days, people that I've never seen before. We've had Ahlul Sunnah brothers and Shia people coming from very far away, and that is in itself is the mu'jiza behind Imam Hussain. It's that magnet that brings people's hearts together, and inshallah, I from my perspective feel strongly that what we've been able to build with the help of Allah and with the help of the Imams, and especially with Imam Rida alayhi salam, but can only get bigger and stronger. And that is our hope, and that's our aim, inshallah, to be able to build a stronger, more cohesive community, inshallah. With that in mind, and that was a bit of a lead, I know that was a little bit of a lead, but just to give you a bit of an update in terms of what's been going on from the committee side. So I know that we've spoken on certain occasions about certain building projects that we've got in plan. So what we've finalised now, we've got two plans at the moment. We've got a longer term plan that still needs to be fleshed out. Okay, there's still a lot of details that need to be worked out in terms of the longer term plan, in terms of what we're capable of doing in this particular centre. We have carried out a survey, a structural survey of the building, which has already been carried out. But we've got the longer term plan needs to be fleshed out more, but there are some ideas about increasing the size of the centre by having a mezzanine floor going all the way across, and some other initiatives as well. It's a longer term plan. It will take obviously a little bit more commitment, a little bit more developing and planning, and obviously will cost a little bit more. That's a longer term plan. We don't know how long it will take, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, we're not sure, but it's something that's certainly on the cards, and inshallah I hope that at least within the next few months that'll become more fleshed out, and we'll be able to show you a bigger plan in terms of what we've got planned for this centre, inshallah. Again, thinking ahead, because inshallah this centre will be here for much longer than we're alive, inshallah. So that's the aim. But there's a few immediate plans that we need to deal with. And the first of those plans is on the ladies' side. So we, the gents, as you all know, we're quite fortunate. We've got a very beautiful large hall. But the ladies, alhamdulillah, they don't complain, but they have a much smaller area, and it's something that's been our concern right from word go. We have in the process of developing an interim plan to be able to increase the size of the ladies' area. Okay, that will involve breaking down the wall, not this stud wall behind the men's, but the main thick wall that separates the ladies and the middle area. So part of the idea is to break down that wall and to bring the ladies' area up to where this stud wall is behind me. Okay. In addition to that, there's an idea and a plan of being able to increase the mezzanine width to the same width as the floor. So basically, we'll be able to double the space on the ladies' side that the ladies have actually got at this moment in time. Alhamdulillah, we've already had people come out to take a look at it, and alhamdulillah, we've got some quite reasonable quotes to be able to do something like this. Okay, that's our primary immediate concern, and I don't like to commit myself, but I think sometimes you have to commit yourself. I would like to say that inshallah, by this time next year, at the very latest, the ladies will have a larger space, with your support obviously, inshallah. Because that's our commitment to you, inshallah, we'll work our hardest to make sure that we're able to achieve that. So next Muharram, inshallah, the ladies will have a much more open space where the children can have a freer space to be able to run around and have them and make it feel like it's more of a workable area. The other immediate thing that we are working on is working on the security of this building. Okay, so whilst we're quite fortunate, we have had some issues with people trespassing onto the site. We've have had people who have been sleeping on the centre, some homeless people sleeping at the back with things, which, you know, our hearts go out to them. They're in need. But we have to think about the centre, and this is the Imam's house, so we need to protect the centre as well. Mainly because there's a lot of drugs been going on as well, so there's been a lot of needles and stuff. So we want to try to prevent that. We're already in conversation with a contractor who has given us a quote to be able to secure the front of the centre with large but aesthetically pleasing railings that will look nice. There's double gates as well for both the walking entrance as well as for the cars as well. So that's what we've got planned. As a rough ballpark figure to do both of these two projects in the next year, we're looking in the region of about, say, £25,000. Okay, which it's quite reasonable, and it's, alhamdulillah, we're quite fortunate to be able to have quotes like that, to be able to do something like that. Inshallah, we will be aiming to write to you all within the next month or so with more information about the particular projects, and to give you more information about how you can help support these initiatives, inshallah. We're following the initiative like we did before. We understand that it's quite a small community and money may be scarce. However, what we would be suggesting is that whoever can commit, whatever they can commit, not straight away, but between now and next Muharram. Okay, so whatever you think you can spare between now and next Muharram, be that £500, be that £400, be that £300, whatever you think you can commit and pledge, that's all you need to do. There's no initiative to be able to pay that straight away if you do decide to commit. But before next Muharram, inshallah, if you're able to support it, inshallah, it'll be a blessing for us all, inshallah. So with that, I think I'll say wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.